Alright, so I'm recording now. I am going to be showing you how to use Socrative Teacher. So when you open it up, this is what it'll look like online, and this is also what it looks like on an iPad. So I do not have the Pro account. They do have a Pro account that allows you to have separate classrooms and stuff, but the basic account works just as well. So at the top, you will see what says McGovern 5225. This is what my current room is called, and I can actually go to rooms and change what this is called. So I'm going to change it, and I'm going to say MC2112. I don't know what that is, but you can change the name. That way it's easier for students to type it in faster. So on the launch page, this is what it'll look like. So here you can see how I can start a quiz. These are the quizzes that I have, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But I'm first going to show you how to create a quiz. So if you go to quizzes, you can click add quiz, create new, and you can also actually import. And if you import, this is how you can bring in another teacher's quiz, and you're going to have access to the code on this same website. So let's go ahead and say create new. So as you can see, it says create quiz, untitled quiz, and you can align it to a standard. So for mine, I was aligning it to science last time, but I'm gonna align it to math. I'm gonna say, I'm in North Carolina. I'm gonna go ahead and just do it to that, and I am in 5th grade. So then you can see all of the standards and select which quiz you want to align, what standard you want to align it to. And I believe this just helps other teachers in making sure that the quiz aligns with their same standards. I haven't seen that it affects how your questions are anyway, but yes, you can align it to a standard. So then you have 3 options. You can do multiple choice questions, true or false questions, or short answer questions. So let's just start with a true or false question. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my keyboard so that I can type in here. So let's say the first president was Abraham Lincoln. All right, so now I have a statement. I'm just going to add in true or false just to make it easier for the students. And as you know, the answer would be false. You can provide a little explanation here, like the first president was actually George Washington, Abraham, and you just So you're just going to put in your information, and it'll go ahead and save, and you can edit it later if you would like. Here's the multiple choice. So we're just going to make this really random. 2 + 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, or 0. Okay, and again, you're going to select the right answer, and that's going to be over here. And you can do an explanation if you need to. You can also insert a picture. I don't really have any pictures that go along with that. And then we're going to go ahead and do a short answer question. We're going to say, what, or give an example of a mammal. Now, for this one, because it is broad and you don't have like a single correct answer, I would not add a correct answer. But say I was giving a question like 2 + 2, I could say that the answer was 4, and then they would have to type in 4 to get it correct. All right, so we're going to go ahead and save that. So there we have my quick quiz. I'm going to leave it untitled just because it doesn't matter that much. And let's go ahead and look at what launching a quiz looks like. So I'm going to say quiz, and we're going to go ahead and launch my part and whole balance one. So when I do this, it gives me 3 options: instant feedback, open navigation, and teacher pace. And if you click on these information bubbles, it'll give you information on what that is. So for mine, I like to do open navigation. This allows students to go back and check their answers. And you're going to be able to see the progress in a live table. So I also like to require names. And you can shuffle the questions or answers. That doesn't really matter to me. And you can decide whether you want the students to see the final score. Now, I do have feedback created, so I might actually show you with the instant feedback this time. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and start it. And you're not going to be able to see. I'm going to actually pull up the student. So this is the student account that I'm showing now. I'm going to go ahead and log in. So we said MC2112, join, and then you're going to enter your name. So I'm going to say sample student. All right, so you can see that that popped up on my screen, and this shows the question will be showing on the student answer. So I'm going to go ahead and just get some of these right, get some of them wrong. And you'll see as I submit them that it will tell me on the screen whether I'm getting them right or not. Now, you may want to, if you're displaying this on a board, for instance, and having students, for whatever reason, you can hide their names and you can hide their answers, but this will still give you an idea of the progress. That way, if it's in a location that the students are going to be able to see it, you might not want their names or answers showing. But I'm going to go ahead and show those for a minute. And then I'm just going to get some of these right and some of them wrong, as I said. And if you get it incorrect, it gives you an explanation. And if you get it correct, it will give you an explanation. So, as you can see, they can just go through and insert some numbers. Now, for this one, you can see on here, it'll show you what kind of answer it is. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 9 are all multiple choice answers. 3 and 8 are true or false questions. And then these orange ones, 5, 7, and 10, those are short answer. So you can see in this one, I did have specific numbers, and there were actually multiple correct answers because I allowed students to make mistakes in putting the units, because that's not, as much as we encourage that, I didn't want that to hold the kids back, because we're just kind of getting into doing this type of math. So let's keep going. So I'm just gonna keep inserting. I already know most of these answers, so I'm just gonna keep answering. Oh, we're getting wrong. I'm not really even looking at them. And I'll go ahead, and you can see this one, I did put that unit, and it is gonna mark it as correct. So as you have different students take it, you can start to see which questions are commonly missed. You can see which ones they're all getting right, and it can kind of help you to analyze how your students are doing. So once you are done, you can go ahead and click finished. And you don't want to click finish until all of your students have done it. And that will allow you to get a whole report, or you can get individual students, and you can have them emailed to you or added to your Google Drive. You can also get a chart of how the students are doing, and you can also just return back to this home page.